You don't need me. You have the blueprint. You can really try to implement it yourself. And B, I would like for this book to be out in order to position myself as the business coach, the online business coach that I am. So a book is a very helpful tool in positioning you as the go-to expert in a certain topic. So if you know a lot about yoga, and you write a book about yoga, that positions you as a go-to yoga expert, even more so than being a yoga teacher. If you know about writing books, you could write a book about writing and be positioned in a better place as an expert, as a go-to expert, and doors open when you are positioned in that way, and you're able to price yourself higher, and you're able to be interviewed in podcasts and be invited to be a speaker in conferences, sell your courses, sell your memberships much, much easier, right? So how do you write a book very quickly? And I'm going to actually make this very short and maybe check in with you at the end of the day. I'll just want to share my game plan with you so you know how to write a book in 3 days. Maybe you want to do the same thing. I don't know. So the way that things will unfold for me is the following. I'm going to be writing a little bit, day one, a little bit, kind of maybe half the book I'm going to be writing today, maybe a little bit less. Tomorrow I'm going to be writing maybe a third of the book. And on the last day I'm going to be doing the final part. Should be not very much work there, and I'm going to be rereading and preparing the book, the manuscript, to be sent to a book editor, to a proofreader, which I am in touch with from abroad. So how do you go from idea to sitting down and writing? And I don't know if I could share screen. Let me check, because if I can, I could just show you my book. So just a second. I'm sure there's a way to do that, but I'm not seeing it now. So maybe I'll figure it out by tomorrow. All right. So the way you write a book quickly is you choose a topic. All right. Something that's already in your head. Listen, moms, the book is already in your head. Don't choose something that you don't know about and you got to go research, or don't overthink it. I'm not talking about writing a memoir. So let me show you. This is a memoir, okay? It took me 10 years to write. This is not what I'm going to do today. Memoir is a completely different style of writing. And so that's not what we're talking about today, okay? So not a memoir. We're talking about a piece of nonfiction, a how-to book that positions you as the guide, all right? Because people are looking for a guide. People are looking for help. As soon as you understand that everyone's looking for help, and ask yourself, how can I help someone else? How could I solve a problem for someone else? That's your starting point. That's your starting point for an online business, okay? And so your book should be able to give someone some sort of transformation, okay? In whatever it is that you know how to do. Do you know how to cook? Give them that transformation. Do you know how to sew? Give them that transformation. Do you know how to parent well? Are you a teacher? Do you know how to teach something? Are you able to really anything that you know how to do well, you can write about, okay? So you choose a topic. You decide on 8 to 10 chapters. I go for 8. It's easier for me. So I just jot down chapter titles. So you may ask yourself, well, how do I know what chapter titles? Well, first of all, you could poll your audience. You could ask your audience. You should know your audience by now. And if you don't have an audience, you got to find a place to grow an audience somewhere and start communicating with them and learning about their needs. So you ask your audience, what is your number one challenge when it comes to topic of interest? So what is your number one challenge when it comes to sewing? What is your number one challenge when it comes to photography? What is your number one challenge when it comes to anything? Oh, Stephanie, good morning. Good to see you. So, what I want you to do is choose a topic, break it down into 8 chapters. This is what the moms in my co-writing do. Break it down into 8 chapters. This needs to be done very quickly. Don't overthink it, because these chapters can be adjusted, all right? Next up, you have your 8 chapters. Break down each chapter into a chapter outline, all right, into a sub-chapters. This will help you. This is the skeleton that you're going to put meat on these bones, okay? So you're creating the skeleton, you're creating the infrastructure, you have your chapter titles, you have your sub-chapters, right? Your chapter outlines. Now it's time to sit down and put meat on the bones. So that's what I'm going to do today, all right? So all my chapters are set up. I'm using Scrivener as my software of choice to write my book on. Reach out to me if you want me to send you a link to Scrivener. I love this software. It works. It helps me tremendously. So all my chapters are set up. All my sub-chapters are set up. And now I'm sitting down to do the writing. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to sign out now. And I'm going to sit down and write and maybe check in at the end of the day and tell you how things have unfolded. My concerns and my worries today as I start my journey are... am I going to be focused enough to get everything I want to get done? Not sure. Is the monkey mind going to hit me? Am I going to be running away to social media and to my to-do lists? Am I going to be distracted by the baby crying? And I know dad is with him behind this door. Am I going to be distracted by my 5 other kids who are homeschooled and home making noise? Am I going to have the voice, the imposter voice talking to me inside my head, telling me, what are you doing? Like a book in 3 days? Like, who does that? Like, what kind of book is that? Is that a loser book? So those voices are there, and I gotta shut them up and tell them, leave me alone. Leave me alone. You are the voice of an abuser. I don't want this. I don't want to hear the voice of self-doubt. And I only want to surround myself with encouraging voices. Listen, me coming on live and sharing this with you and getting your encouragement and your questions, this is me shushing that voice of self-doubt. And this is me encouraging myself, surrounding myself with a support network. My mom is on board. She's out there with the kids. She took them to the boardwalk. She's going to be bringing me goodies from the supermarket. So, for the stress eating, oh God, self-sabotage, that's another concern. Guy's on board, he's ready with the kids, he knows I'm not going to finish work on time today, I'm going to be going on until nighttime to get this done for our family. Because once this book is completed, it will take us to the next step, all right? It's like a door opens when you publish a book. It's not necessarily that you're going to make a ton of money from writing a book. It's just the door that opens to a new world. You're perceived differently. And so just different opportunities come your way once a book is published. So I'm not going to waste any more time. All right? Not that speaking to you is time wasting, but I do have a tendency to procrastinate. So I'm going to force myself right now to sit down. I'm rounding 10 minutes of broadcast. I think this is good enough to give you an update. And I'm going to try my best to check in the afternoon to let you know how it went. My goal today is to write almost half of the book. Maybe a little bit more than a third, somewhere between the third and half of the book. It's not going to be easy. I'm concerned, but I'm diving deep into it right now. Feel free to ask me anything. I will do my best to ignore you until my break time because my self-sabotage is the distraction and the social media. So I'm going to have to hold myself on a short and tight leash and just hit go. So thank you, everyone. If you're writing your book, sit down and write with me. Update me at the end of the day. Did you get any writing done? Did you get your chapters outlined down? I want to know. All right. But right now, I'm going to write and I will see you a little bit later. So wish me luck. I'm going to need it. Bye-bye. Have an amazing day.